Hey guys, Young for this here, and as you can't tell, Corpse Party's coming to a close. Well, almost. There's a few more parts left out there, and it's at this point that I'm looking for my next Let's Play. Now, I've already narrowed it down to 2 Let's Plays, and I can't figure out which one I want to do the most. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. And I hope I get a lot more showing and participation in this than previous times. Because both games are actually really good, and they're kind of underrated. Yeah. Both of them are Square Enix games, which, yeah, I kind of put a black flag on them because of that in the first place. Let's see, the first game that I'm kicking around in my head is actually Final Fantasy XII. Now, yeah, this is considered the black sheep of the family, seeing as it's different. The battle system is completely different from any other of the mothership titles that Final Fantasy has. However, it's it's my favorite battle system of the mothership series. You know, Final Fantasy 1 to Final Fantasy 13. Actually, there's Final Fantasy 14 now, but that's an MMO, and therefore I don't even consider it part of the mothership series. Meh. Same thing with Final Fantasy 11, but that's neither here nor there. Final Fantasy 12 it takes place in a land called Ivalice, and it's about, well, the story is actually from the perspective of a street urchin, not unlike Aladdin, I guess you could say, except his dreams are of being a sky pirate instead of an actual prince or ruler of a kingdom. Also, his impact in the story is kind of minuscule. Why the crap the game considers him the main character of the story, I have no idea. The story is actually of a princess, Ash, I can't even remember her full name, but she goes and tries to get back her kingdom from this ruler. I'll call him a dictator, even though he's not really a dictator, but he is kind of a dick. So, yeah. And if I actually go and tell you why this guy takes over the kingdom, it's kind of a spoiler to the story, so I'm not going to do that. But anyway, regardless of that, you go around, this street urchin accidentally one day runs into this princess who they, along with a group of ragtag people, sky pirates, a traitor to the empire, and a few other people, go off on this grand adventure to try and reclaim the kingdom from the bad people. So yeah, that's basically the story in a nutshell. Final Fantasy XII is a huge game if you include the side quests. The main story of the game only encompasses about 50% of the gameplay. The other 50% being hunts, side quests, and other stuff like that. If I do decide to do this game, I will be doing a lot of the hunts, not all of them, because there are some optional bosses in this game that their HP is astronomically huge. That being 50 million HP could take a while to actually whittle down and kill the damn monster. So, yeah, I'm deciding not to go after that. Also, I will be playing, if you guys want me to play the Final Fantasy XII, I will be playing the international version, not the US version. There are a lot of differences between the two versions, mostly in the gameplay battle mechanic type of thing. The US version basically everybody that you get in your party can do everything at the exact same time. There is no differentiating any class whatsoever in the characters. Kind of boring if you ask me. In the international version, there's a class system, and you could basically pick and choose your party members and create a team that complements everybody. That is one major reason why I'm going to go with the international version, not the US version. There's other little minor differences that I will be going further into detail in the Let's Play as things commence. So that's Final Fantasy XII International for you. The other game that I'm kicking around in my head is Chrono Cross. And Chrono Cross, if you guys know, is another black sheep of this series. Chrono Trigger, yeah, it's awesome. It's a nostalgic, classic game. And Chrono Cross is a sequel of sorts to Chrono Trigger. Now, if I go into details why Chrono Cross is a sequel to Chrono Trigger, again, it would lead into spoilers for the game. However, the main character, his name is Serge, and he goes out with his girlfriend and makes her this necklace, and one day actually finds himself in a parallel universe. Everything looks the same except for very subtle differences, and he goes and tries to figure out why he was pulled into this alternate universe and all that fun stuff. Now, the battle system in this game is very unique from a turn-based system. You know, in Final Fantasy and other turn-based systems, you have like attack commands and magic commands. And Chrono Cross kind of has this to a point, but the attacks are split up into 3 different strengths of attacks. You got the weak attack, medium attack, strong attack, and they each have their own hit percent chance, and they also correspond to the element power that your character has. So, in order to use magic with each character, you have to go and charge up your element power, and you use it by physical attacks. So, a little bit different. Now, another reason why this game is kind of the black sheep, in my opinion anyway, is that there are way too many recruitable characters. Now, each recruitable character has his or her or its own interesting twist, personality, whatever type of thing. And if you do choose this for me to go through and let's do a Let's Play of this game, I will not be going after every single party member. I will get the majority of them, however, and try and show them off to the best of my ability. Since this game is actually shorter than Final Fantasy XII, I don't know if I'll be able to show off every single character and give them their own desire, our own screen time type of thing. Now, this is one reason why Chrono Cross actually has some reasonable amount of replayability, because every single time you go through the game, you could go and recreate your party and form it to how you want to play at that desired time. And next time you get to a certain dungeon, you may not want to go with that certain party. You may want to go with a completely different party. And also, another issue I have with it is that you can never get Serge out of the party. Serge will always be your main character, main avatar, unless you go into New Game Plus. But that's a feature that I probably won't show. And so there's the two games for you guys to consider. Both of them are great games. I love them both. One's a PlayStation 1 game, Chrono Cross. The other a PlayStation 2 game, Final Fantasy 12. There you go. Guys, vote. Put it down in the comments. Say which one you guys want me to play. And I shall see you whenever I will start posting those up. Anyway, this is UT Young for this, signing off, saying keep things frosty.